Hey everybody, it's Ted Bogert. You know that because you're on my page. Good morning, happy Tuesday. It's going to be an interesting week for all of us. I know that for a fact. I am just going to do a quick live. I haven't done this in a while because thankfully we haven't had any storms, but I want to talk about Hurricane Ian preparedness, maybe some things that you aren't seeing on other posts. Back in the day, a long, long time ago in another lifetime, I worked in the insurance industry, and so I've got a couple of things that may or may not pop into your brain, but it's a great reminder. First of all, a few things. Video. So back in the day, we used to write down the things that were in our house. We took an inventory, and a lot of times that prohibited people because they don't want to write every detail down. So what I suggest is you use your phone. You want to capture a video of each room, and I know you're probably going to think, God, Ted, that's so silly, but I promise you that if you are in the throes of a claim and damage is going on, that you're not going to remember every little detail of what was in each room and what kind of clothing you had. Take pictures of your closet, your antiques, things like that. Depending on your policy, you're going to want to know that. They're going to want to see pictures of it. So take video. If you don't like video, take pictures. But here's the most important part. Don't just save it on your phone. I want you to email it to yourself. Why? Because if your phone gets damaged and anything happens to that and it's only on your phone and you haven't backed it up to the cloud, you're gonna want that video and those pictures. So all I suggest is take a video of each room, take a video or pictures of outside as well, just so you can capture it. Not that I expect anything to happen to anybody, at least prayerfully so. It's definitely a great idea for you to have a video or picture proof of what you had, because when you're stressed out and your house is damaged or you're flooded or whatever's going on, if there's any kind of damage and you're trying to deal with that with no power, it's so much better if you've already done this in advance and you do have plenty of time to do it. So video is my suggestion. Email it to yourself. That way it is always saved and you can go back in and find it. You also want to take pictures or video of important documents, driver's license, birth certificates, things like that, passports, your insurance policy cover page that has all the information on it, and then email those to yourself as well. Again, water damage can ruin anything, winds can ruin anything, so if you've got a claim, the last thing that you're going to be wanting to do is worry about where is that, or was it damaged, or was it lost. So take pictures of those things. It only takes a few minutes. You can send it to yourself via email. I would make the title of it something you're going to remember so that you know when and where to go look for it. But it's super important for you to have that in some form other than the physical, tangible form so that you can access it. If you have trees in your yard or your neighbor has trees in your yard, take a look at where your cars are parked. Cars can be damaged if trees fall or anything falls onto them during a storm. It happens a lot. And if your neighbor across next to you has a tree and it could fall where you're parking your car, my suggestion is you find an alternative away from trees. Why? If a tree falls and it damages the car, it's going to be a while before anybody can get it out, and then you're going to be dealing with that person's insurance over your own insurance. And so that just adds a layer of confusion and accountability and problems that you don't want to have. So take a look at where your trees are, anything that could come down on your car. You want to strategically move the car somewhere that cannot be hit by a falling tree. Super important, even if it's in your own yard. Don't take the safety of a carport as safety. Carports can also be crushed depending on where they're at. And so if you're under a carport and you want to back it up and maybe get it out of there, if there's a tree that's surrounding it only, that's something for you to really consider. It's super important. Find your insurance claim numbers now. Go to your DEC page, that's the declarations page. Go to your policy. If you know your homeowner's insurance company name, Google it now. Find the phone number. Keep that somewhere in a pocket so you can call it. You can email it to yourself, but if your power's out or the Wi-Fi's out and you're losing battery, you're going to want to have that probably on body. because if you have a claim, you're going to want to call it right away. Remember that they will be busy with claims. A tremendous amount of time and effort goes into engaging and getting people ready from a claims perspective. I never served on that side of insurance, but I know that they put a ton of work in. And so for you to have that information close, along with your policy number, that is going to be really, really important for you. So take a look at it now. You can take a picture of that as well, but you certainly want to keep the policy number and your claims number right there with you. Flood water. So I have gotten a lot of questions about that in the past. Remember, water that, let's say your roof blows off or you have roof damage, and water that comes in from that's usually a covered claim depending on your policy. But water that rises from the outside in, good morning, Janelle. Water that rises from the outside in is considered flood. That is a separate policy. So if you don't have a flood insurance policy and you know that when it rains hard, water starts to rise up, you want to make sure that you understand that that is normally not covered by your homeowner's insurance policy. So for those pools who are up and above because of all of the rain, just consider watching that. It's super important. It depends on the carrier, but I want you to know that flood is water that rises from the outside in, not water that comes in from you. That's a covered claim. But a lot of times you think that flood damage is covered, and if you don't have a separate policy for it, most of the time it is not. You want to also have your auto insurance information ready. Let me explain why. So if you don't move the car and you have one of those claims, if your car is damaged because of the storm, a lot of times that falls under your comprehensive coverage. So on your vehicle you have collision for an accident or some sort of collision. Comprehensive covers everything else like theft and fire, and it does cover, on most policies, storms. So you want to have a copy of your auto insurance policy and the claim number to call them just in case as well. Don't depend just on your home insurance. You want to make sure that, and they're all prepared as well. If you have comprehensive coverage and something happens to your car during a named storm, a lot of times you will be calling your auto insurance policy instead of your homeowner's policy. So keep that with you as well. Make sure you charge everything, and I don't mean on your credit card or to buy all of that stuff at Total Wine. I mean charge your phones, your laptops, up till the last minute that you can without risking any kind of surge and damage to them. But you want to make sure you have extra chargers charged, the little portable ones. Please get something and have it all charged and ready. You just don't know when the power's going to go out. And yes, we're all used to Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi won't be available most likely. And so you're going to be going on your LTE. I'm an iPhone guy, so if you're going on that, it still doesn't matter. If the towers are down, you won't have that either. So just make sure that you've got everything charged. Make sure your phones are fully charged, your backup phones, your iPad, your laptops, anything that you can charge that will keep you in communication with the rest of the world. I'm not doomsday on this at all. I'm just saying that it's important to be prepared. Another thing, just watch for scammers. Post the storm going through. If you have roof damage, you have any kind of damage on your house, there are amazing, wonderful human beings who are there to help you, and there are the complete opposite. Scammers know when a storm hits that you're vulnerable, and so look out for roof people that just show up at your door. Make sure that you vet everyone, and it's not just roofs. I have friends. If you need someone, please reach out to me. I have great friends who are honest and reputable, and they will take care of you if you have any kind of claim issues like that. But make sure you vet the people who are coming out. When trees go down, a lot of times all you want to do is get the tree out of the way. Just make sure you vetted them. Are they licensed? Are they insured? Are they bonded? Are they going to do it right then and there? Make sure you do your due diligence, because this is the time when people come out. Love you too, Luis. Please be careful of that. I know you're going to want to believe it. You're going to be frustrated if you have a claim. You're going to want the trees removed. You're going to want somebody to take a look at your leaking roof, or all of the other things that could happen. Please make sure you vet them. Make sure that they provide you with a copy of their license. Hey, Ken, it's so important for you to be prepared for that. Not everyone is wonderful, and certainly not everyone has your best interest at heart. So watch out for that and just be diligent. Down power lines, I can't tell you how many times that people have been injured or killed because they go out not thinking a line is down, not understanding that they could be live wires. Don't do that. Don't send your kids out. Be careful of your animals going out. Walk them on a leash away from that. Be very, very careful when you step into anything that looks like a downed power line. And if you have power lines in your yard, just because you don't see it down doesn't mean it's not down somewhere. So be incredibly careful with down power lines. It's so important for you to not step out there and your animals, watch your animals out there. And that's pretty much it. If you all have questions, you want to reach out to me before the storm hits, during when the storm hits, I can help direct you. But the biggest thing for you to do is not stress out, but be prepared. Be prepared for power outages. Be prepared for what that looks like in your refrigerator. Be prepared on what your yard looks like, and if anything can be a projectile missile during a storm with heavy winds, get rid of it or take it down, meaning get it out of the way. Bring it inside if you have to. Just be very diligent in what your preparation is. Water, of course, and all of those things which most people have covered, but you're not going to be thinking clearly if your roof, you can see through your roof, or your car is damaged, or you have home damage. You really want to be prepared. Praying for all of you, praying for Tampa, praying for anybody who's going to be impacted by this storm. It's been a while since we've had anything like this. And so I was here for Charlie, as many of you were. And this storm is wider and slower at this point. And so just be prepared. Don't blow it off. I pray that at the end of the day, we have some of those crazy memes where it shows a chair tipped over, and that was Hurricane Ian. I don't believe that's what's going to happen this time, and so I want you all to be prepared. Any questions, let me know. God bless you guys. We will see you soon on the other side of Ian.